Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, this video I'm going to discuss some stocks that you may be interested and some of you may be trading. So these are the important levels that I would like you to take note if you are looking at this counter. So first of all, we are looking at this reverse stone. Previously, I covered this counter because of the uptrend sign which it was developing. So I was anticipating a breakout above its resistance, which is happened to be around 73 cents, and it managed to break out successfully. But unfortunately, the next few days start to consolidate and came down to retest support level over here. So it is very important for this counter to rebound from this support. And if it fail to rebound from this support level, the change of trend may be negated, and therefore the counter may go back down to its downtrend, this bigger trend over here. As you can see, this counter has been on a downtrend for the whole year of 2021. So we got to watch out this 50-day MA, and in particularly, hopefully it doesn't break down below this 68.5 cents. Next, today we saw some movement on the airline counters, like especially SETS. It has broken out with strong volume above $4. If it continues to move in such a manner, we are looking at 416 resistance to be tested again. Now, I would not rule out a potential pullback like this to retest its $4 support before it rebound back up like these 2 particular days. So do look out for the potential entry, which is above $4, and then target is above 416, or if the counter is even more bullish, 432 may be tested. SIA 2 has broken out from its major resistance at 508. As you can see over here, we can look at this counter having a up higher low, and then now it breaks out to form the next higher high. So the next resistance to look out for is 520, and if this counter can successfully change its trend, which it continues in this manner of a higher high, higher low, the projected level is suggesting that this counter may go to 539. Next, iFast, after the private placement, the counter has managed to rebound from its low, and right now is trying to recover. This counter has a resistance to meet, which is 801. To break up from there, then we are looking at 849 resistance, major resistance to be tested again. There is an intermediate resistance at around 812 level over here, which is very close to 801. If it can break out from these 2 levels successfully, we may see more upside. So especially if we were to retest 849 resistance. So if we retest 849 resistance, we have a chance to see the counters going back to projected level at 937. So there is still a lot of work to be done. So we have to look out for the next potential movement. Sembcorp Industry, I was looking at this counter this morning before the market opened, looking at a potential breakout from this 217 resistance. So if we can break out successfully, the next resistance to watch is as high as 226. There's an immediate resistance, intermediate resistance, I would say, at 221. So we've got to watch and see whether this 217 can break out with high volume. Then it may even break out from 221 and then go up to 226 immediately. Comfort DelGro, we are looking at this counter rebounding strongly with increased volume today, and we note that it has a major resistance around 142. If we were to continue and retest this 142 resistance, is likely to form this triple bottom, and then we are looking at a breakout. A successful breakout may bring this counter back to its level at 148, 149, which happened to be a previous major support as well. So watch out for that. SGX today had a lackluster day, but we are looking at a bigger picture where if I were to switch to the weekly chart, you would note that you can note that there is a double bottom formation that it may help this counter to change its trend. And we are looking at the this counter to retest this resistance at 982, and we are looking for more upward movement if it can break out successfully, targeting above $10, maybe 10.11 first. Then thereafter, its intermediate resistance to look out for its 10.55. Then we are looking at ultimately if this counter can rally back to its high will be good, which is around 11.93. Now let's move on to the US market. I find this counter Neo quite interesting, where it is right at the middle of its support and resistance, where it has a resistance at 33.77 and it has a major support at 27.66 thereabout. So if we retest this 33.77, it can form a double bottom formation, and a successful breakout above this 33.77 can help this counter to move even higher at 40.08. Tesla has been a wild swing counter as it swing up strongly and then swing down wildly and swing back up. So it has a downtrend line over here to look at, because this lower high got to be broken in order to resume uptrend. So how to break? First, you got to retest 1114 and then 1114, and then break up from there to retest this 1206 resistance. So if it goes up to this 1114 resistance, means that it can break up from this downtrend line, and therefore putting itself in the position to continue higher. So let's see whether it can do so tomorrow. Next is the trading desk. This broker is down at the support level with a hammer pattern, and if it can confirm this hammer pattern by closing above 77.20 cents, there is a chance for this counter to retest its resistance at 87.70 cents, and if it can do so, then it can form a double bottom as well, and a breakout will be helping this counter to return back to its previous high, which I can do a projections, which is around 101. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next week.